trio, Paige and Pelipost.
Agreed.
Hi, Mom.
Oh, hi. Yes. We love a mom. A mom
For real.
moment.
Oh, we got someone from Solano State Prison. So
Yes.
our California fam.
Oh, and Iowa. Iowa does have pictures,
They
actually.
do.
And it's because they work with us specifically. Because Pelipost is the best. No, but they do work with us specifically because they know that the photos are going to come in safe. We have a guarantee that, the photos are going to follow guidelines. They're packaged really securely. And so we love having that special relationship with Iowa and being able to preserve real physical pictures. It's very important to us.
Yes.
Yay!
So
We're so excited. We've got Paige here in the building with us. We are so excited to get her expertise on everything love, connection, prison relationships. With Valentine's Day coming up, we thought it would be a perfect time to hear from an expert, and her amazing podcast partner is sadly not here. We miss you, Gigi.
Yes.
We wish you were here with us today, but next time for sure. Yes. So we're so excited to talk to Paige today. Just to start off, for those who may not know, I know that you are one of the two amazing co-hosts of the Love Within Walls podcast. What inspired you to start sharing your personal experience with being in a relationship with somebody who's incarcerated? What made you decide to share that with the world?
Well, I think it was a decision that kind of took a while to finally come to because as you're well aware that multiple people look at relationships, prison relationships, and kind of just will openly cast judgment of them. So, I didn't want to just jump and put my face out there and be like, this is me. But I was kind of over seeing the loud majority of like prison wives be just kind of this blanket statement of what they aren't and what like these families aren't. So I was like, I can be loud too.
Yeah.
So why don't I, grab my other loud friend and we make a podcast where we can like talk about what the reality of prison wife life is and, how all of us are and kind of crushing the stigma, bringing awareness to issues like reform and, kind of just telling our story in a way that leaves less room for people to insert their narratives.
Yes.
Definitely.
I love that. Yeah, it's definitely something that, it seems like this stigmatized thing that people feel like they need to keep in the shadows, but that is a reality for so many people, especially in our country. 1 in 50 Americans has somebody that they know, that they love, that's a family member who's been incarcerated. So it's not this stigmatized thing that we need to hide. And I think it's a beautiful thing that your podcast, gets to share that with other people and just help them feel less alone.
I totally agree. I've had a lot of people reach out that aren't even prison wives that have found us and were like, either my uncle's in prison or my cousin or like somehow they are connected to someone who's in prison. So they always had this like understanding of it. And they're like, thank you for kind of putting a voice to this. So
definitely. And I feel like that's why like we connect because we try to bring a positive like community where people can relate to each other and not feel judged and things like that. So it just creates a safe place. So I love that. That you guys do that for them too. And I just saw someone comment that their family, they were estranged now because of their relationship with someone who's incarcerated, which is sad, but we have heard that from people that we've talked to as well. It's hard when you don't have that support system and it's kind of you have to choose one or the other. So I mean that's something. Do you relate to that?
Oh yeah, totally. If I told everyone about my relationship and they didn't have a reaction, I think that's when I'd be more shocked by. So, I feel like it's like to be on this side, it's like, approach those situations with grace and understanding that, these people have all these preconceived notions of what prison is and people who are in prison. So kind of go into it like that and try to have some understanding and hopefully that they'll come to the conversation like that too. And like, they know you. And that's kind of what I kept trying to push to a lot of people that were closer to me that weren't a big fan of it. I was just like, you might not know this person, but you know me, and you should trust, my judgment of character and take it from there until this person gives you a reason to not like them.
No, that's true. And that is such a great reminder that like these are people. These are human beings, good, bad, young, old. I mean, the whole spectrum of, humanity, I think, is represented in prisons. And, these are our neighbors and our relatives and people we love. So it is hard to get there, I think, with people sometimes, but we always push to have an open mind and just be, open to hearing somebody's story.
We push that all the time because, there's tons of people that are just like, well, don't commit crime. And it's like, I wish that was it was that easy, but that is just not at all what it is. It's like, you don't know, you could leave your house and get in your car and get into a car accident and end up taking someone's life or something. And like, you can still get a charge that will land you up in prison for that. And it's like, you don't know why someone is there. And if you don't want to hear their story and like what they've done, then I don't really think you have a place to talk down on them.
Yeah, definitely.
We totally agree. Someone said thank you for Pelipost. We thank you guys. It's an honor to us to be able to help people stay connected, if it's through a photo, a letter, no matter how small. We know, from Becky's personal experience and hearing, the testimony from our followers and our community that it does make a huge, huge difference to the person who's inside. So I would ask you, Paige, what do you think, does regular communication play a role in helping you and your husband like feel like you have that strong connection?
Oh my gosh, totally. And, one thing that's special about our relationship is that we started through writing letters and only having mail communication. Sorry, I just spilled my drink everywhere.
Oh no.
But we had to write letters to each other back and forth. So we didn't have an option of like being able to have normal phone calls. Like back then, that was before tablets too. So I would get a phone call maybe every other day and it would be 15 minutes and that would be it. So like we made the most of all the times we would write. We kind of developed our relationship through writing, and I, through like the storytelling of my day, through pictures, all of that, that's kind of, I think, how we really built the foundation of our relationship. So I never want to like lose that.
Yeah, no, that's really special. That makes me think like, I mean, you almost started your relationship on like a stronger foundation than just, little text back and forth and kind of inching your way up to like that deeper communication.
You had those core like communication skills.
Like this is who I am as a human being.
That's why everyone's like, you don't know who that person is. And I was like, well, I think I do. And this person kind of knows me probably better than people that see me every day.
I'm sure you're like, putting your whole heart into those letters.
Definitely. And that's why I get so sad when I hear about all the other facilities that take them away and now how common that is. And we were talking about it on the podcast, like even having something that like, your loved one touched is so special. So it's like the fact that that's becoming so few and far between is really sad.
And then I've heard also is just being able to grab it and reread it.
Oh yeah.
Like if you're having,
whenever you want to,
when you're having a bad day or you're feeling down and you're like, you know what, let me grab that one letter that just made me feel good. And then they don't have that because with the tablet it's different, or it's there then it's gone,
or it's a kiosk that you have to access at certain times.
With the pictures, I think I mentioned this when we were talking with Becky before, but like even the pictures on the tablets, when I send them, they still aren't the same as like when I send them through Pelipost. Like even if I do like the normal, not like the nice picture quality, I'll just send it the normal way through Pelipost and he'll get it. And he says things like, I haven't seen water this blue in forever. And it's things like that like make those things special. That's why I'm like, when I hear about these people that can't even do that and they get photocopied pictures, like,
and it's black and white and horrible quality, the lowest quality paper, and
like they're already in prison.
I know. We agree. Exactly. Like, can we just have this one thing?
Yeah.
Give some hope. They can put a picture under their pillow and You know,
Yeah.
I mean, we hear it all the time, just how important that is to your day to day, you know,
Just
that
a
people,
piece of home.
yes,
You know.
like living
Absolutely.
the mail call.
That
And I mean, it really makes such a huge difference in their lives.
the mail call thing, definitely, especially before tablets in the California prisons, definitely. Like that was like every day, because like when they would have problems with their mail and it was like delayed, I remember him every day being like, "Are you sure you sent it on this day?" And
Yeah.
being like, "Yes, yes, I know I did."
I know. It's such a different world now with the tablets. We kind of hope that they've like hit their peak and that maybe now they're kind of seeing that it's not all they were cracked up to be. And,
Yeah.
you know,
Or at least it's, you know, the tablets serve a purpose, and for some ways they're really great for entertainment, for other things, but they can be expensive. And then I think just being able to do both
yeah.
in a
Yes.
safe way is definitely possible. So they're not all bad, but I just think not to do like just that one thing.
For sure.
Yeah. So
Exactly. And I that's what I hate. I hate that like it seems like when they were rolling them out, they kind of played it as like a replacement, and then like even like video visits, like that's not a replacement to in-person visits.
No.
Like, you know,
Oh,
it's never gonna beat it.
that too. Yeah. I mean, that is the same kind of thing as like, you know, holding a physical letter that you know somebody spent time with and, you know, took the time. I mean, yeah, a video visit, I think can't even touch, you know,
Yeah, no,
in person.
never.
Yeah. I like a good point that someone said that writing is their therapy. And their loved one doesn't like to write, but it helps her. So that's a good point. Just being able to write your feelings out kind of is therapy. You can get it out. It's like venting, but not to anybody. Just it's like personally to yourself.
Exactly.
I'm gonna grab paper towels really quick. Sorry.
We'll go for it.
We'll answer some questions.
Yes. Somebody asked if we send to federal prisons. Yes, we do. Yes.
And if you ever have any questions, we do have live chat support and a customer support, of course, but you can always ask our customer support team if you have any questions about a specific facility, what kind of relationship we have with them, and we can help figure out those rules and regulations for you if you're really not sure.
Yeah, it can be confusing, and we know
and they change all the time.
Oh my god! And saying, "Well, go on the website and find it." I mean, if only it were that easy.
Yeah,
the websites are intentionally confusing.
Pelipost still set up so that, so I went in the other day to like submit something. It only shows what the facility allows.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you go in the app and enter your loved one's information and select their facility, the only products you'll be able to add to your cart are accepted by their facility. So someone asked too, how do we know if the prison accepts them? You can reach out to us, or same thing, just start an order. And if you don't see your loved one's facility there, then you can reach out to us.
I thought you guys just asking.
That depends on the guard.
Solano, yeah.
We do, yes. Oh, here's the question that we always
we should definitely go down this.
Let's go down the rabbit hole. If my photo has cleavage, will it be rejected? We hope not. Listen,
I mean,
the truth is that we will print and send anything that you guys upload to the app. Will it be accepted at the facility? It's a big mix of the rules and regulations of the facility, which we can help you find if you need help finding. But there will be somewhere on the website some kind of outline of rules, but so much of it too just comes down to individual circumstances. It might even be the individual specific person who is screening the mail that day, whether it's a super busy time of year, Valentine's Day, Christmas and the holidays, Father's Day. Those are all really busy times where there's just a massive influx of things coming in. So we were just talking about this with Paige too. We're always reading comments. We're always on TikTok, on Reddit, in the world, just trying to see, what challenges people are having with getting their pictures through. And something that we hear all the time is, well, if I send through this service, my photos always get rejected, but if I send through Pelipost, they always get approved. And, while we would like to say that we can guarantee that, the truth is, so much of it is just up to that individual facility. But we will make every effort that we can on our end to get those pictures through for you, especially with Valentine's Day. We know that, you know, that's what's going out. That's what's in the mail. The love is in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
it depends on what guard is approving it and how the mood that they woke up in that morning, honestly.
I mean,
Yeah.
yes. You're
Like, do
not.
they want to be kind or do they want to say nah? Because I was telling them right before we started, I've had times where I've sent a photo through the tablet and it got denied, and then the next day I tried it again and it got approved. So it really just
For sure. And, you know, you can make them cute, but just keep that filter in mind. You don't want to go too over the top where, you know, then you have an issue where your like mail is suspended for 30 days or something like that. I mean, it's tough. You do kind of have to walk a fine line, but Natalie mentioned too in our live chat, I mean, you can reach out to our team and we can, you know, let you know through our expertise. You know, there's a lot of facilities that we've worked with very closely over the years. Sometimes we have a good handle on like, oh yeah, they're a little more lenient, or like, don't even try it. They're super strict.
So we kind of have a grasp on who's gonna let it through and who's not. But
yes, but we promise you, we are not rejecting your pictures. We want you to be able to send whatever in a perfect world. Yeah, sadly, we're far from a perfect world.
I remember when I used to send photos like that were a little like scandalous like that to Pelipost in the beginning of our relationship. I remember just being like, I wonder if the people sitting there printing these are like, what?
Like, most of them are production. They're just like making sure everything matches.
It's literally
they're like, all right,
cute puppies, a tree, kids pictures, and it's all going to the same place. So we have seen it all. Oh, your customer service is wonderful. We love to hear that. We are real human beings. You know, I think at the end of the day, like that's what our whole vibe and ethos is about, that we have been there. We know it's confusing. We know they don't make it easy for you to find the rules and how to send things. And we just are really committed to helping people out in this world because it's hard, especially for people who come in, you know, not knowing anything. I think your podcast too is great for, you know, I mean, there's always new people who are like, oh my God, what do I do next? How do I keep a relationship, you know, alive? Like, is it even
fresh?
Yes,
you know?
Yes, exactly.
It's hard enough doing that on the outside. I can't imagine it being long distance.
No kidding. That's a great question though for you, Paige. Like, what have you and your husband done for Valentine's Day or different holidays? Like, do you have any little traditions or something that you do to make it special?
We don't have any like super fun like routine things, but what we do is we try to either watch a movie together or have like phone time, whether it's on Valentine's Day or on a different one. The past few years, including this year, we're doing our like build your own like word search type thing. Cool. And it'll be about both of us. So it's like I'm going to make mine about me and he's going to have to figure it out. And his is going to be about him. So it's like a fun way to, you know, keep it up, because I've never been with a man out here that would be like, yeah, let's do word search for each other. And
that's true. No, that is totally true. That's really creative though. That's a great idea.
That is really cool.
It's fun. And I feel bad. The first time we did it, I went on one of those websites and just like generated it. And this man like got graph paper and like drew it and like full on like did it right.
That's so awesome.
That is.
So cute. Someone asked, how do you watch a movie together?
So technically it's not together, but on the tablets, some of the tablets, they have movies. And we usually will try to find one that he can have and I can have, and we'll like hit play at the same time. And so that it's kind of like, you know, we're
I love
watching
that.
it.
That's really cool. That's a great like tip that people probably wouldn't even think to do, but
that's one fun way. And another way that we before tablets stayed in touch when we couldn't is we had a certain time every night at like 10:15 at night. We would both take like 5 minutes no matter what we were doing and just sit and like think about each other. Aww. So at that moment we knew that the other person was doing the same thing, even if we couldn't talk or write or anything.
That is really, really sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, so like just intentional, and then you know that at that time, like that someone's thinking about you.
I love
Yeah.
that.
Needs that.
That's awesome.
You try to keep it cute.
You got to.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That is very cute. I love that. Um, we also, you know, obviously we talk a lot about our loved ones, but we can't forget ourselves. Do you have like self-care practices, anything that you like to incorporate in your normal life, something that is just for you to stay, you know, as emotionally healthy as we all can be in 2025?
Yeah. I feel like the biggest rule is just like taking that self-care time and taking some time away from prison related activities like fully. So whether that's for me, I love painting. I love like any kind of art. So like painting, I like to edit photos. I like to kind of let my mind wander in that way. And that's kind of how I get my creative outlet out. But I think it's important to take time away from the prison world because you can't really make that your full identity. And your loved one wouldn't want you to do that either because it's kind of like the roll in the airplane with the oxygen masks. You can't really help them if you're not helping yourself.
I love that analogy.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, that is a great point. So like, I mean, I think it's probably easy to get very like caught up in, you know, especially the world of like TikTok
Yeah.
and it, you know, Instagram, it eats your time
Yeah.
and all of a sudden you're like, oh, I've been scrolling for 2 hours. Just
All the
like,
time.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can definitely relate, but it is great to, you know, take that time for yourself and something that is just for you because you are entitled to that no matter if you're supporting somebody in prison, if you're, you know, you give a lot of yourself
Yes.
in that kind of relationship for sure.
Yeah. And if you don't take me time, you'll crash. You'll crash out and it won't be good for anyone.
No, for sure. That is a great point. Someone asked, how do you coordinate when you play the movies at the same time?
So it's probably not spot on, but we'll be on the phone and he'll be like, all right, I'm gonna hang up, and then at like 10:05 hit play, and I'll be like, okay, and I'll hit play at 10:05, and it stinks because we can't like communicate during it because he watches it on his tablet, but it's still like the whole like, you know, idea of knowing that they're watching it too.
Yeah.
And after.
Yeah, and I'm sure you guys talk about it after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dissect everything.
You guys have your like, you know, post meet.
Exactly.
No, that's good. Well, and then that creates like a second conversation, you know, after that. So idea. That's something like I feel like anybody, even if you had like a pen pal or, you know, if you're a brother or, you know, a family member, like it's a great way to just like spend time, you know, that's not like sending them a Valentine's Day card necessarily.
Yeah, totally. It's a fun way to if you can't do quality time in person, you know.
Yeah. No, I love that. Very, very cute. How do you maintain hope and stay positive?
I think a lot of it is not letting myself like doomly scroll on TikTok or like get too involved in like the news, because like especially recently, if I just like let myself fully like read and just watch all of that, I'll go insane. So I think it's just like, you know, reminding myself that, you know, I've gotten through every other struggle in my life at this point. So, you know, together, Joseph and I are very strong and we've gotten through a lot of things. And I do have the confidence that, like, you know, our love and together we can make it through hard times. Yeah. So I think that being able to lean on him is a really helpful way of getting through it for me.
Yeah, absolutely. Sounds like you guys really have, like we said before, like that strong foundation. And when you have that, it definitely makes it easier to take on like the challenges, because there's always a challenge.
It does. Yeah. It is. It always, no matter what, if you're in prison or not.
Exactly.
Yeah. The nature of two people deciding to like incorporate their lives together. Yes. Oh, someone said they read books together too. I love that.
We love reading.
Great idea.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Self-care. I literally, this book, I just got my drink on it. I got a shadow work book.
Oh, cool.
we did one before, and he actually is the one, he requested that I order another one because he really liked that.
Is it like a workbook?
Yeah, it's like it's like a workbook,
Cool.
like going through like, you know, like your childhood trauma and like looking at why you are the way you are for some things. It's been helpful.
That's eye-opening for sure.
But that's really good. I mean, even while people are serving their time, to kind of do things like that, to kind of learn a little bit more about themselves and how they can handle things better. And,
He's a substance abuse counselor in there now. He just got certified and everything. So one of his main things is helping guys go through so he has to kind of do all that inner work too. Help them.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, anybody who I think is brave enough to like look within and really take an honest look at who they are and why they are the way they are. I mean, my hat is off for sure.
And willing to make the changes to grow.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Totally agree.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. Oh, someone asked if you can share the name of the workbook.
Okay. Yeah, this is the Shadow Workbook. There's a few on Amazon.
Awesome.
But any shadow workbook is really awesome about like digging inward and figuring out, you know.
That's a great idea. Yeah.
Why you tick the way you do.
Why am I the way that I am?
Yeah. Why am I like this?
We all want to know.
Yeah. I know. Even if it's easier not to sometimes.
Sometimes we share memes, but this is a healthier way to do it, probably. I like to share memes all the time. Like, this is me.
Yeah. I don't know. Having a mental breakdown.
Yeah.
We can always laugh about it, though, right? That helps for sure. Oh my gosh. I love that. How, like, are you guys able to support each other's personal growth, even though, you know, it's at a distance?
I think that, you know, I've been with men that are here that have done nothing for my growth. So I don't even know if it matters that he's not here. Like, I think that together we've built each other up, and like, you know, he's made me a better person in so many ways and helped me kind of even fix some of like the judgmental parts of my brain that I thought weren't there.
Yeah.
And he's able to check me and I'm able to kind of check him, and it works because of, I think, the distance and the way that we're able to like analyze each other.
No, that's really cool. It sounds like you guys are very like tuned in with each other.
It didn't start like level. That, but
yeah, no, but it takes time, and and it makes it a lot like healthier and stronger when you do get to that point.
Definitely. Communication's everything.
Yes, we agree.
Definitely.
Awesome. Is there anything else that you want to share with our fam before we jump off? Or
no, I mean, other than, I mean, thank you guys. I'm so happy that we were able to come on and do this again. Pelipost is awesome. We love you guys, and we love Becky and everything. For anyone who doesn't know, like, they are very friendly to like the incarcerated community, and like they care about us, they care about our loved ones, they care about the language they use, and those are all things that I think are really important for you know, who we're giving our business to. So I think just keep that in mind next time you want to send a photo.
Oh,
thank you so much, Paige. That means a lot. We really work hard on making sure, you know, to, you know, be the one and the, you know, the supportive app out there, the service that we use, because especially our customer services like means the world to us to be there and be able to answer questions, because we already know how it can be trying to call and things like that. So we always try to be that line of communication. So
yes, there's a lot of other apps out there, and you know, they might try to say that they're doing the same thing, maybe they have the same idea, but they're not us.
They're not Pelipost.
Exactly. Exactly. They're not like us.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes.
And we'll definitely talk soon. We'll get you guys back on.
Yeah. Have a very happy Valentine's Day to everybody. And
hope this helps.
Yes. Enjoy your Friday, fam.
Yes. Have a good day, friends.
You too.
Bye.
Guys, bye.
Bye, everyone.